Well, yesterday we were sitting outside around the fire, and the host came by and informed us that the PUC in this area was going to be shutting down the grid. No electricity from the road that's out here all the way out, like whatever, 50 miles. They were turning everything off to work on some power plant that's up the road here, which got us wondering how we were going to get through the night, because the temperatures were supposed to drop considerably last night, and it did. Well, I thought it would be a great opportunity to talk about being prepared for when the grid goes down. So stick around and we'll show you a couple things that we did last night and things that we kind of do to stay prepared just in case the grid goes down. So if you watch our videos for any length of time, you know that we're not really boondockers. Is that weird glare there? We like our full hookups, and so when we're told that the grid is going down, it sets us into mental motion to be prepared, especially when the temperatures are going to drop below 45. And it was in the very low 40s, upper 30s last night. And they told us that the grid was going to go down at 11. It would probably be back up by 5 this morning. So one of our methods for making up power loss is the EcoFlow that we bought this summer for the big trip, which we used quite a bit. Well, we thought we need to get some heat in the trailer. Wasn't quite sure if the furnace was going to go, and not only that, but we didn't want to burn up all of our propane, especially because we were going to need the propane to run the refrigerator and the water heater. So the EcoFlow. And we've got our Honeywell heater. Now, the bottom of this says that this is going to push out way too many watts than this can handle. So I thought I'd try it. And this is what I discovered. Okay, so our Honeywell heater is on and plugged into the EcoFlow. I have 100% battery, because we did charge it all the way up. So what we discovered was this thing pulls about 1,500 watts. That gives 600 watts. But if we put it on low, and turn that on, that's running. Is producing heat, and it's only drawing 587 watts. Now, it did not shut it down, but it did peak. So, okay, so now it's saying we've got 59 hours at 586 draw. So that would have got us through the night with no problem. And that thing is throwing out plenty of heat. So, a win for the EcoFlow. Now, the other device that we had purchased a while back, and to be honest, we really haven't used it much until last night, was our Mr. Heater portable buddy. Now, this is a catalytic heater. You can run it inside. Runs on a bottle of propane. Super simple to use. Flick it to pilot. And then flip that over to low. Turn that light off, you can see it. There we go. And we could get this all night long. Keeping it on low we can run that for about 10 hours. If we crank it up to high, you lose that, and there it's getting hot. And I will tell you, sitting right in front of it right now, I'm feeling the heat. So the nice thing about the Mr. Heater here, Portable Buddy, is that we can run it inside. We have our vents open on the roof there on the ceiling, and so we are getting plenty of oxygen flow, even though it's a catalytic heater and it's designed to run inside without, any carbon monoxide poisoning or anything like that. But this thing right here will heat up our entire trailer in no time. So this was actually the good heat option because we wanted to save that EcoFlow in case we needed power to charge up stuff, to run lights and stuff like that. Now here's the thing that we learned last night. Turn the light on again. I'm going to turn this off because I'm starting to sweat. What we learned last night was the 12-volt system, and we only have one battery on our rig, but the 12-volt system runs overhead lights, runs the radio, and it runs the furnace blower. So really, we didn't need this other than we wanted to save propane, just in case we needed to switch over. And we did. We switched over the refrigerator to propane, took it off electric. That kept everything right where it needed to be all night long last night. And then we woke up this morning, the grid was back and everything was fine. But here's the question. What do you do to be prepared in case the grid goes down? Now, here's the nice thing. Yep, we're using this in an application in our RV, but the Mr. Buddy and the EcoFlow are both great tools for at home if the grid goes down also. It does have me thinking, though, that I might want to boost up the battery because I could buy an additional battery for the EcoFlow that'll move it up beyond 1200 watts. That might be worth it. Anyway, just a quick video to tell you what happened last night here up at Elk Meadow, one of our favorite places to camp, and how we adjusted for the grid going down while we slept. And I guess really we could have just thrown some extra blankets on the bed and we would have been fine, but didn't really know when the grid was coming back up. So anyway, thanks for coming along. Leave in the comment section what you do to increase your off-grid electric and heat capacity. We don't own a generator, but we are kind of talking about it now. All right. Thanks for coming along. Appreciate you.